There were profound cultural changes in the 5th century, and perhaps the most significant was language. There is no doubt that spoken language changed from native British, sometimes called Celtic, to English, which was a descendant of German. Surely this, if anything, has to be proof of the Anglo Saxon invasion. Modern linguistics, however, are beginning to question this assumption. Katie Lowe has been looking at the traces of native British grammar in modern English.
It's come down to us that we simply know as a fact that the Celtic languages just didn't really affect modern English. And I think that basically stopped people looking. They just thought, well, there simply can't be any influence at all.
But linguists have discovered a hidden code in our language structure which shows a strong influence from the Britons.
If you're a Celt and you're trying to learn Old English, just like any second language acquisition, you're going to make mistakes. I mean, if you go to France today, you're bound to make mistakes which really show structure from your own language. So, for example, you might make mistakes in syntax, you might make mistakes in vocabulary. Of course, your accent will be very strange as well. And it's thought that perhaps some of the Celtic structure of the language affected English.
In the process of learning English, the native Britons retained the structure of their own languages, and these ancient patterns are still visible in the grammatical structure of modern English.
Old English was really rather like German in structure, and the way you constructed a sentence was based largely on endings that indicated what a word was doing within a sentence. Nowadays, word order is all important. If I say the cat chased the man, it does not mean the same as the other way round.
In German, word endings and not word order would have told us who was chasing whom. So why did the English language undergo this strange mutation?
We've shifted to a different kind of word order within the sentence. Where's that come from? Because it doesn't seem to have happened quite so much within any of the other Germanic languages. Recent research has shown that the Celtic languages had a part to play in this. There has to be contact. There has to be contact over generations. There's no other way of doing it.
The rise of English in these islands came not from a tidal wave of invaders, but from a prolonged period of contact, during which the native Britons chose to adopt a new way of speaking.